Well, hey there, Larry. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion from people that are here. First, let's just show you what's here behind me. To my right, you'll see this long line of people. Basically, what we're hearing is that people were on the train when they heard over the speaker that they were being diverted, and many of them were let out here at Pentagon City. If you don't know this area, let's just give you a little bit of background. We're about less than a mile away from where where the incident occurred, and so people are being brought out of the way. And what's happening are buses are just pulling up here and taking people back to the service here. And we talked with a number of people. Maybe we just sort of walk through the line here and talk to some people. Curious, were you guys diverted by everything that happened?
We don't know what happened.
Where did you hop on?
Where did we get on? Crystal City.
And then what did you hear over the speaker? Or
They just said that the train wasn't running anymore and we had to get off. So I have no idea what's going on.
Where are you headed?
We're to the Capitol.
Yeah, so there was some sort of shooting incident. We're still working on getting information.
Oh my gosh.
Any response? Are you in town or are you local?
No, we're visiting. We're going back to New York
Okay.
later today.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing your story, and we'll just pan down and show how long this line is. I mean, when you take out one metro station, this is what's going to happen. Obviously, people being diverted here, and they are taking people into these buses, but they can only take a few dozen at a time, maybe less than that. And so people here, whether they're tourists coming in, this is, of course, right by the airport, so we do have a lot of people who are not locals coming into town. Also talked with a number of people who work over at the Pentagon. They were heading in to go to work today when they got diverted. I spoke with one Catholic priest who said he was going to deliver Mass over at the Pentagon when he was told that he had to get off. And what he was saying is that he's praying for peace right now. Again, there's so many details we don't know, but that's what he was calling for, some peace. And why don't we pan over here to the right just to show we've got people heading on to the bus. And this is the situation we've been seeing for the last 30 minutes to an hour, people cycling on, but the bus can't hold as many people as a train, obviously. So it's happening a little slowly, people getting to work a little slower than they would have wished, and tourists having a delay to get their vacation started. Let's just jump in and maybe talk with somebody else. Curious, so you guys got diverted, I assume? That's why you're here?
Got diverted.
What happened?
We were basically just on the train. They told us that there's police activity in Pentagon, and we got diverted.
Okay. Are you in town or are you local?
I'm a local.
Are you local?
Yeah.
So there was some sort of shooting incident. Any response to somebody that lives in this area?
Okay.
We're still learning a lot of information, but some sort of shooting incident over at the Pentagon. Any response?
It's just sad, I guess. Very sad. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for talking with us. So that's sort of the mix of emotions that we've been hearing from people. They don't know a lot of information. They just hear that there's some sort of incident, and then as a result, they're being diverted out. We could give a little bit of information. This is not only the trains, but also the buses. They're diverting buses to Pentagon City, so they're coming here. And then also the trains are skipping over the Pentagon station. So if you're going in this direction, you definitely want to keep this in mind, because it's a little bit of a transportation mess, as we also obviously are trying to figure out what happened over at this shooting incident over at the Pentagon. So yeah, we could show the line here. People continue to cycle in here. It's going to be a long day for a lot of people trying to get to work or get downtown. These workers here at the Metro are working hard to try and get it done.
Yeah, Evan, when we find ourselves in
let's talk to
situations like
some more
this,
people here.
particularly when we know that there are
As you see,
issues.
people are being asked to move back away from the bus here. They can only take so many times at a time, so many people at a time. Do you mind sharing your experience? Were you on the train when this all happened?
Yeah, I was on the train. I was on the blue line to Roslyn. I don't know. I was just at the airport to talk to one of my friends or whatever. She's a tenant there. But yeah, the line. I mean, I was just. I was on with him. The line stopped underground after Pentagon City. Waited for a while, went back, and then now we're here. So yeah.
What information do you remember hearing them tell you? Was it much, or?
It was like an emergency situation, or it's something about the police. I don't know. That was a bit. I don't know. I don't really know much of anything. So
Gotcha. Where are you headed? Downtown, or?
I'm headed back to. I'm headed back to my home or whatever. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck.
Evan, I do want to ask you one question before we have to get to Matthew Torres. I believe he has an update for us. What is the wait time right now for people that may have to get off the train to then get onto a bus? What type of wait time is this now potentially adding to their trip?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an exact number for you, Larry, but we could do the math here. If we're getting like, 15, 20 people on a bus at a time, and then you could just look at this line. Every time I turn back at the camera and then look back, we've got more people. And it makes sense, because what we have happening right now are trains coming here, they're being dropped off at Pentagon City, and then they need to wait until they could get them onto buses to get them past Pentagon, because they're just diverting around it. So yeah, I mean, some of these people have been waiting for, it's at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes here. But let's just ask somebody here. Ma'am, how long have you been waiting in this line?
20 minutes, sir.
20 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So this is and you're pretty much close to the front of the line here. So what we're looking at is about 20 minutes of waiting in line, but then of course they're going to be diverted around back to where the train was as well. So yeah, it's going to add a lot of time to people's morning commute, or if they're tourists just getting in.
All right.